In this week's Journey to Greatness, we hear from a legendary offensive lineman. The Jacksonville Jaguars became a franchise in 1995, and with their first ever draft pick, they took Tony Boselli, a tackle from Southern California. 27 years later, Boselli became the first Jaguar to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
People in Jacksonville have been super supportive of me from 1990, the day I got here in 95. You know, I always think back to that, you know, Tom Coughlin, first draft ever, you know, he decides to pick a left tackle. Probably not the most popular pick, you know, as far as positions. But from day one, the city was excited, the fans have been excited, they've been in my corner the entire time.
While a 7-year career was shorter than many other Hall of Famers, Boselli made the most out of his time in the league. He was a 3-time first-team All-Pro, and he was named to the Pro Bowl 5 times. He helped the Jaguars reach the AFC Championship game in just their second year of existence. He was named to the NFL's All-Decade team for the 1990s. He says the tough part about playing on the offensive line is that it demands perfection, but he wouldn't have it any other way.
If there were 70 plays in the game, I could have 69 that were perfect, but if I get beat on a key third down at a key moment in the game and give up a sack or that leads to anything, you know, negative play or a turnover, I had a bad game. Going into the game, I'm a nervous wreck every game I ever played, just because I had set that standard and I knew I needed to be perfect. But with all that said, I think it's one of the best positions in all of sports because you're 100% dependent on everyone else on the field for success.
Boselli's advice to young players: fall in love with the process and know that true improvement comes with commitment.
First and foremost, you have to love football. You got to love ball. I think anyone who's been great at this game loves the game. Not necessarily what the game can do for you, but what just the game itself. And then obviously it'll do great things for you. For offense lines, I always say it's a position about repetition. It's the little things, because you're blocking guys typically who are better athletes. I mean, these guys on defense are just amazing athletes. And so just, you know, focus on your technique. You can never rep it enough, and there's no substitute for hard work.
Now that he's been enshrined in Canton, he marvels at the fact that generations of football fans, including his own family, will be able to see his bust and learn about his legacy.
I think the biggest thing for me is preserving my legacy is what I did on the field. That's why I'm in the Hall of Fame. That's why any of us are on the Hall of Fame. It's the way we played the game. The fact that, you know, I'm gonna have a bronze bust in Canton for the rest of time, and that my grandkids and their kids, so my great grandkids, and just down the line, you know, are gonna be able to visit Canton and say, hey, that was my great granddad, or that, you know, and to be amongst those all the great players who ever played the game, because I was the kid who grew up wanting to be those guys, and now to be alongside them is amazing. And that's really my legacy is what I did on the field.
Thanks for visiting the Sports Stars of Tomorrow YouTube channel. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more content.